When you start the game you will see a half-developed menu template. Most of things you see are a part of the template and I still haven't touched it. The only functional things are the Options tab, where you can change the video settings. On the audio, only the music and master volume are configured. You can check the controls. Currently only the key bindings are working, so don't expect the sensitivity to change if you change the values. Now let's go back and start the game. When the game starts for the first time you should try the controls to get used to the gameplay. The camera rotation and character movement are the standard WSDA plus mouse on keyboard or the analog sticks on the Xbox controller. To perform attacks you can press left mouse or X button for your basic attack. Keep pressing for a combo. Or press right mouse or Y button for your alternative attack. And keep pressing for a combo. Press keyboard space or A button to jump. Combine the buttons to create different combos. Change styles on 2 or 3 keyboard buttons or left and right triggers to assess different combos. Use movement to get alternative versions of the combos. You can also time well your attacks to get another variation for devastating combos. If you jump in the middle of a combo you will initiate an air combo. The combos are yours to discover and learn what's the best for each situation. Now let's start the demo objectives to learn more mechanics. First thing you will do is look at the compass and follow the objective. The first you will do is to interact with the bean to save your game position and heal your HP. Now let's find some enemies to kill and learn more about the game. Before that you should learn you can dodge enemies' attacks by tapping shift or right bumper. If you hold the button you start running, and if you keep holding you'll start running faster. Now we will use dodge and some attacks to kill some enemies. One thing you should know is your dodge is limited by your stamina bar, so be sure you don't spam dodge when it's not necessary or you might suffer from it. Okay, this one was easy. Now let's see how to guard or parry attacks. Hold Q on keyboard or left bumper on controller to guard. To parry attacks you should press the guard button just when the attacks land. You can't guard forever, so be sure to pay attention to your guard gauge. Once it's empty your guard will break and you will be vulnerable for attacks. Also, be sure you are facing the enemy up front since you can't guard attacks from behind, so I recommend locking on the enemy so you are always facing them. You can do it by pressing middle mouse or right analog stick click. More on the stamina. You should know your stamina is mainly to use your skills, as dodge, jump attacks that can be done by combining the run plus the primary attack button, and other skills that can be accessed by combining buttons. As this is a work in progress, not all styles have skills with all combinations, but you should try combining the block button with different attack buttons, the run button with different attacks and the block plus the run with attack button. When you run out of stamina you will not be able to perform this kind of skills, including dodge, and your attacks will also be a lot slower, so be sure to keep an eye on it. Now let's talk about why the different styles really matter. Each time you change styles there's a lot of things that change, not just the combos. On each style you give different damage, you consume different amount of stamina on your actions, your guard gauge can take more or less damage, the damage you take per hit is different, and you have access to different skills and special skills. Talking about special skills, below the red health bar you will see a blue bar, that's your power bar, the green one is your stamina, and the yellow pie is your guard gauge if you haven't noticed it already. Some skills will use stamina, but more special skills will use the power bar, which is independent for each style. Unlike the stamina bar that will raise over time and by damaging enemies, the power bar will not fill over time. You can only raise your power bar for a specific style by parrying, dodging enemy attacks and damage your enemy while using a specific style. Now let's go more deep into the active special skills and also talk about the passive ones. On your warrior style, is all about durability, so you can use 2 power bars to instantly recover some HP by pressing guard plus jump buttons. Your body will glow red, that means you have more resistance to damage. You will see green particles surrounding your body, that mean you can recover HP by damaging enemies. On the passive side, you will also activate your green particles to recover HP when you precise dodge your enemies or parry them. When your defense is broke you will also see your body glowing, that meaning you will also be more resistant to damage. On your two-handed weapon, Berserker style, is all about power. You can press guard plus jump to release a powerful shockwave which can take care of more complicated situations where you are surrounded by enemies. You can also press run, plus guard, plus secondary attack to invoke an Excalibur sword which will consume your stamina over time to give more powerful and fast blows at higher range. On the passive side, each time you parry or precise dodge, you will see your body electrified. That means your damage will be doubled during that time. Last style, Duo Wield, the rogue style, the lowest stamina consumption style, but also the most vulnerable when you take damage. This style is all about speed. Be sure you are confident and know to use it since it can be one-hitted by the most heavy hitter enemies. When it comes to active skills, you can use 4 power bars, with guard plus jump buttons, to make the world almost stop and dominate any enemy at your will. By using guard, plus run, S plus secondary attack you can attach multiple enemies at your range. On the passive side, by parrying or dodging an attack, you will enter in bullet time mode. Now you know everything you need to play the game. Just follow your objectives on the compass, kill your way through it until you reach the end boss. I hope you enjoy it.
Your end is near. You make me love. This is getting underestimated. You met